Just finished Hawk's Nest. We're heading back now eastbound and then southbound on the way home. I wanted to talk about how would you prefer riding. Should you be riding alone or in a group? A group meaning not alone, like with at least one more person. What are the advantages and disadvantages of riding alone or with another companion? Well, when you're riding with a group, with another person, and he's ahead of you, you actually can see and learn and improve your own ridings. You see how other people are handling the curves, handling, the gearing, the braking. That is definitely a positive thing. You can literally hear the exhaust, hear what gear he's on, what RPM he's running on, to see how fast he's going into a turn. And if you're not an experienced rider, it's absolutely helpful. And for me, I'm a relatively new rider on a sport bike. So for me, I find it really helpful when I see somebody that is an experienced rider, a sport bike rider, how he handles the corners, what speed he goes into the corner, how much he leans the bike, his body position even, trail braking, how much he brakes before, how long he holds the brakes, when does he accelerate. So me being after John, and John's been on a sport bike for quite a while, for years and years. So I learn a lot for seeing like how his body position, the way he holds the handlebars, the way he positions his lower body, how much he leans, how fast he goes into a corner, what RPMs he's running. And I can hear the RPM just by the listening to the exhaust. So I really learn a lot, in terms of skill level, following somebody that's been riding for a while, experience. I see the 35 mile per hour sign, I see my speed, I see how much he leans. I learn a lot from it. And there's a saying that, you need to ride your own ride. That's true. But that gives me an indication of what other people are doing and how much I can push it. Obviously, I'm not going to go, when I see him that he's a much more experienced rider than me, when I see his speed, and if something doesn't seem right to me, I slow down. But seeing somebody that's experienced handle the bike gives me more confidence, and I learn a lot from it. Whereas if I was riding by myself alone, I wouldn't know what speed to go. I wouldn't understand how fast I can go and things like that. Oh, this is a nice road. Now, riding with somebody else on a road that you have never been to before, and obviously the other person was on that road, that is a real advantage, because he knows these roads, he knows how fast he can go, what the dangers are on the other side. And if it's a new road to you, a new place to you, it's a great advantage for you as a first-time rider on that road. If you're by yourself on a road that you've never been to before, obviously you're more cautious, and you don't know what to expect on the other side. So when you're with somebody that's been here and been there on that road, it gives you a little bit more of that confidence that you can, let's hit it. It gives you that little bit more confidence in riding in a place that you've never been to before, but the other rider's been there. The flip side of that argument is, if you're riding with somebody that is his skills are way better than yours, and he pushes you to do sometimes, here's a deer, pushes you sometimes to do things that you probably wouldn't be doing if you were alone. A better rider that you're riding with might push you to ride things, to ride in a way that you probably wouldn't have ridden if you were alone. That can be somewhat dangerous to you. That being said, I guess we're all adults, and we know the famous saying is ride your own ride. What that means is, don't try to keep up with somebody that's riding much faster and his skills are much better than yours. Just ride what you're comfortable doing, the speed you're comfortable doing, the angles, the moves you're used to doing. Ride your own ride and stay away from trouble. But it definitely is, when the adrenaline is pumping, it definitely is a distraction. If you're riding with somebody that is an aggressive rider and really has great skills, it can sometimes put you into situations where you probably shouldn't have been there. Now winter is coming, everybody's selling their bikes. You see a lot of bikes for sale on the side of the road. Oh, it's a beautiful area. See, personally, I find riding in a group more exciting, more enjoyable. First of all, I'm a social person. Listen to that pop. But mainly, it's the group and the bikes around you that is part of the joy, part of the excitement, part of the experience. It's the sound of the bikes around you. It's the visual movement in front of your eyes of the other bikes. It's the sharing the experience with other people around you. It's part of the enjoyment that I find in riding in a group. You know, seeing these beautiful sceneries and views together with other people. It's just so much more enjoyable. Enjoying these beautiful roads with other people. Oh, this is a nice sweep. See, he actually pointed out that there was some dirt on the road. It was actually cut grass, which could be slippery. Like another advantage of in a group, help each other with dangerous things, with hazardous situations. And when you're alone, you're enjoying yourself, you're enjoying the bike, enjoying the scenery, but there's nobody to share the experience with. Always love this lake. I forget its name. It's so pretty. We come here every time when we come from Hawks Nest and we go eastbound towards Liberty, towards Route 87, town of Bethel. It's Bethel. It's called White Lake. There you go. There's the answer. White Lake. And it's a beautiful lake over here. And obviously there's the friendship and the social aspect of riding in a group. Like when you're alone, you know, it's can be sometimes even boring. Nothing, you know, just you and the motorcycle, which, don't get me wrong, is great and beautiful and fun and exhilarating, exciting, adrenaline rush and everything. But once you're off the bike, you're at a stop or sitting down to eat or drink something, you're all alone. It's always fun, you know, to be in a group of friends, group of people around you, like-minded people, enjoying the road, enjoying the ride, enjoying the road, enjoying the bikes, enjoying the smell of the burnt gas, the adrenaline, everything. It's a social thing. We're, you know, as human beings, we're a social creature. We enjoy company. So there's that point of being in a pack, being in a group, being in a social group that all kind of think alike, enjoy the same stuff. That's a lot of fun. And even though sometimes you all don't all want to stop at the same place or go the same route, it's a small sacrifice that you do just to be in a group, to be in a fun situation of people doing the same thing. So yeah, you do sacrifice some of your individuality of doing exactly what you want. Where would you want to stop? Where would you want to eat? What would you want to do? But you gain so much as a group, you know. And we're back on Route 17 going south. This route takes also all the way down south to 87 and then from 87 south. It's pretty much going east, southeastbound now. We're in Monticello, New York, Sullivan County. This wind visor, this windscreen really improved my wind protection significantly. Much more comfortable to ride like this. Enjoy the ride now. And these backside, you know, back roads off the highway. These are the most fun roads to ride. 2-lane roads, not too fast, but usually they're very twisty. And scenery is beautiful off the highway. Whenever you see a speed limit of 35, you know it's a nice twisty road ahead of you. Pretty. These back roads are amazing. I just love them. You never know what's coming on the other side, and they're nice and twisty. Slow speeds, but very twisty. Look at the shades, the shade of the trees. How pretty, huh? Wow. The color of these trees.